Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo, October 16, 2022. With the moon's move into your resources sector, keeping things comfortable and straightforward seems to satisfy most. It's a good idea to regroup or take time for the things that truly matter. Still, today's energy is good for seeing where you might improve your work, routines, or self-care pursuits, and there can be some adjustments to make before you feel comfortable. Your ruler, Venus, forms an awkward aspect with Uranus in your sign, and it can be challenging integrating your desire for personal independence and your need to attend to your duties or chores. Fortunately, as the day advances, it's easier to resist distractions and get into a pleasant routine. Energies stabilize. Prepare for a euphoric mood today that could encourage you to dream big and think outside of the box. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, shivers across the sky from mighty Jupiter, our great benefic, now spinning in your solar 12th house of the unconscious. You may suddenly feel energized and inspired regarding ways of improving your personal or romantic life. Your intuition will be quite strong at this time, so don't forget to listen to your gut instincts. Open your heart to the universe, let the messages flow, and lead with a sense of hope. Go after your dreams. Take a moment today to gather your energy and willpower to move forward with your aspirations when Neptune retrograde in Pisces squares Mars in Gemini. You have to figure out who and what is worth pursuing as you move forward in your career path. It might be best to focus on committing to reciprocal arrangements in your workplace since Mercury in Libra opposes Jupiter retrograde in Aries. By doing so, you may find that your inner frustration will be alleviated, which will allow you to take charge of your aspirations. While the moon returns to your income sector every 2 weeks and this will always sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger, the timing of its return today could have game-changing implications. Not only is this the moon's last visit while Mars is in direct motion here, but the only visit while Venus, the planet of money, is in your career sector. What can be the most lucrative days of any month has huge professional backing. Today's transit makes you feel relaxed and easygoing. This is a wonderful feeling. As long as you keep yourself active, it can quickly turn gluttonous and lazy if you are not careful. Short, intense workouts are favored so that you can burn off the steam that naturally builds up throughout the day without excuses. Stay away from heavy foods like bread, dairy, and red meat. Enjoy fresh produce, soups, and legumes for energy that won't slow you down. Today, your material life will be of the most importance. Today, change and evolution will be the key words, and the vibrations will be strongly influencing you in how you go about things in your professional life. You want to modify the relationship you have with those you collaborate with. In addition, you will give greatest importance to the wonderful results you are going to have. Indeed, you will care less and less about the way you achieve them, and more about the end results and profits. This negative way of thinking won't get you very far, and you will very probably have to take some steps backwards to get the esteem of your family and friends back. Just by returning for its last visit to your income sector before Mars turns retrograde here was going to make the moon's monthly visit a lot more significant. Even more so as this is the only visit while Venus, the planet of money, is in your work sector, and as she is working to steer work and job matters in a lucrative direction. However, it comes just as Venus has joined forces with Saturn, tapping into not only his power to move mountains professionally, but while the doors are still open to the past, second chances, and untapped potential. The closer the moon draws to its return to your communication sector over the weekend, the more you need to be ready to seize the moment. While the moon's return each month is always a valuable chance to get the communication lines open, even more so with the Sun and Venus, the planet of love, both returning to your relationship sector at the end of next week. Our eyes in the sky. The day starts with an active moon shifting from the love lesson of Taurus to detail-oriented Gemini. It's time to make a plan and stick to it. This is a cycle when you're editing certain realms regarding news, technology, and even conversations with others. With this, You might also feel like you're being given a very specific choice. You're going to have to take the middle ground in many situations for now to keep your mind in the right place. It's time to think about how you might be taking other people's word for money matters or buying into an investment scheme that's too good to be true. Someone may be giving you a hard sell concerning a stock, IRA, or bond. You need more time to consider the best path for you. Be firm but polite, and make sure you get the time you need. You know best. The Gemini moon could stir the pot, so staying away from gossip is strongly advised. The light of the sun shines brightly, however. The energy wants to dig at your inner fears beyond what you can fully process on your own. There's a marked psychological aspect to these transits. Maybe you want to make a major change right now and are met with some resistance and challenges. Remember that it really has to do with what your heart feels. These shifts are pointing out a new life for you. As Venus in Libra trines Saturn in Aquarius late tonight, the strategy of surrendering to the divine is what can open many doors for you. In the morning, the Gemini moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, offering an emotionally steady start to the day. Under this influence, we are introspective, pondering life's meaning. We wish to make our mark on the world, and with this idealistic aspiration tempered by a pragmatic strategy, we have a good chance of doing so. Hard work is taken up in the spirit of adventure. Old problems can be tackled with a novel approach. It's a good time to speak to elders and take a cue from their playbooks. Discover the causes that drove those who came before you to make a difference. What was their inspiration? You have a tense relationship between home and career this week. You might be overwhelmed with work or feel like your career presents way too many obstacles now. At the same time, your home life and inner feelings are tumultuous at best. Establish a balance by keeping a close eye on your cash flow to help ease the stress. Things are looking up from there. It's a week full of challenges for you. Your dreams could be more than just a source of inspiration. Their images and ideas will help you determine the business you'd be good at and how to move forward in that area. You also need to shore up your savings. Change is coming and you'll want to be prepared. Following this, the moon opposes Mars in Gemini, provoking irritation. We've established our morning plan with the intent to make headway, but distractions push us off course. People may require our assistance. Although we want to help, we also feel put out. Why can't they figure this out themselves? Instead of succumbing to frustration, consider temporarily delaying personal plans to aid others. We won't get much accomplished during this commotion anyhow. It's best to address this issue and return to our own interests when things have calmed down.